Hello, and welcome to the Anime Spotlight Podcast, the podcast where we do a full episode highlighting an anime that we love. Today's episode is Bleach pre the Thousand Year Blood War. I'm Mystic Vegito 13, and I'll be your Captain Commander for today's episode. First up, we have the last of the Quincy's, the Ninja 8.
Don't worry, just like Cupid, I'll shoot you with an arrow.
Next, words. Next in our lineup, we have the leader of the Fullbringers. We have Sith Scott.
Oh, you darn right I'm bringing all the full of the brings.
And last but not least, my captain of Squad 4 is Saraichi 007.
Woohoo! Saraichi here, fully caffeinated and ready for your viewing pleasure.
So, Ichigo Kurosaki is your average 15-year-old high schooler. With one difference, Ichigo has the ability to see the dead. Our main protagonist, Ichigo, has a fated encounter with a Soul Reaper one day, Rukia Kuchiki. On that day, meaning only to transfer a small amount of her power to him, in order to save his family, Ichigo becomes a Soul Reaper. Reluctant at first to take his duty seriously, Ichigo only wants to protect the ones he loves. At a young age, his mother taught him his name Ichi means one, and Go, who protects. In those days, he thought it meant he would only protect his mother, until the day his mother died protecting him. After an encounter with a young boy spirit who was chased by Hollow, Ichigo decides if he is there, he will protect anyone he sees who needs it. And that is where our story begins. The story of Bleach is the story of a young man trying to protect those he loves and coming to grips with his new abilities, and along with struggling with his inner demons and accepting it in the end. Do you guys have anything you want to contribute to that?
It is a very sweet tale.
It is.
Yes.
Not enough potatoes.
Never
That's
enough
fair.
potatoes.
I will add in this part right here that one of my favorite lines from the entire series is Ichigo ends up fighting with Orihime's deceased brother, who becomes a Hollow. And in the midst of that fight, while the Hollow is trying to kill his own sister, he says, "Listen here, Captain Overbite. Do you know why older brothers are born first? It's to protect the younger siblings who came after."
Oh yeah, I love that.
As an older sibling, that just resonates with me.
Yeah, I love that part. That was funny.
I like the thought put behind this and the fact that you can tell how much work and love was put into the series, which impacted anime and manga in general. The story, the characters, the powers, everything. Like, even it's still impacting anime and manga today. Like,
Oh yeah.
Sword Art Online. Not Sword Art Online. Sorry. Like Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of the new gen, even My Hero Academia contributes Bleach as one of its biggest inspirations.
Yeah, I could see that.
Agreed.
The simplest way of putting it is Bleach is it's a story about a red-haired teenager beating up on Ghost. If you want action, it has plenty of action. If you want suspense, it has suspense all around.
Oh yeah. Twists and turns.
Ichigo's story is trauma of him learning to overcome his inner demons and just growing through personal growth. And honestly, in anime, it's just something you don't typically see. Is back then when that show came out, is just people actually dealing with depression and trauma and struggling.
Yeah, and how the twists and how things uncover, and it's really fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that he does have, like, the real-world demons, but he also has actual internal demons that he has to deal with,
Literally.
too.
Figuratively and literally, yes.
What I think sets Bleach out apart from other battle showmen,
The
shonen,
showman.
Oh, the man. Woo!
uh, is like technically season 3. This whole time, like the suspense. You think Aizen's dead, and then all of a sudden he's the true villain.
Yeah, like all the twists and like the shockers. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Soul
Uh,
Society arc is probably one of my favorite ones because of just
yeah.
how many like twists and also how much the twists make sense on top of everything.
Yes. It's like all the little puzzle pieces coming together
Yeah.
in
And
ways that you didn't expect.
other thing that sets it apart from other battle shonen is normally in a battle shonen you have a whole training arc, like
Yeah.
literally half the season is put into character training to get stronger. Like we
Yeah.
talked about Dragon Ball a couple episodes ago, and Ichigo did not Ichigo. I can't words today. Goku did have quite a few training arcs to become stronger, but
Yeah.
Ichigo gets a few episodes at best most of the
Yeah.
time.
A lot of them
Yeah,
are
he's kinda just
reluctant
thrown in
too.
They pack them in there tightly with this
Yeah.
training.
Yeah. I like that. I like that though. I appreciate that.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think it also shows up to like Ichigo because one of the things that sets Ichigo apart, in my opinion, is he's one of the more relatable protagonists because he's literally the guy who doesn't want to do this crap, but he has to be the guy to do this crap. It's
it
Yeah. The
always falls
reluctant
on
hero.
him.
like, how come you Soul Reapers just can't do your own job?
Yeah.
But
Like, oh, let me
then
do it.
there's
I'll fix it.
then there's also the duality in that where like Ichigo fighting Aizen gives up his powers,
Yeah.
just gets rid of them altogether. And then you see another level of his depression and struggling because he can no longer protect those around him.
Yeah, because now
Yeah.
he still has the whole I don't want to do this, but I still also have to still need to do this. But now I can't
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. And it's just even well, we're not talking about Thousand Year Blood War, but like things you learn later in the series as well about his family and his powers. When you
Yeah.
get back from the Soul Society and you find out, wait, Ichigo's dad's a Soul Reaper?
Spoilers. Just kidding.
I mean, we never said we were spoiler free.
That's true. Yeah, but how can we be? We can't be, huh? Good point.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
one
kind of
day.
comes with the territory.
So I'd like to take this time to ask everybody, you know, a favorite fight, something memorable that you remember in the series, battle wise. What like name one, name three, whatever you want to do. Just I'll I'll go first. Honestly, my favorite fight is Vasto Lore Ichigo versus uh, the full release of Ukiura.
Hmm.
The, that just fully showcases the true power of his inner demon, his inner hollow.
Yeah.
It, the real despair you see when he snaps and he attacks Uryu, and just the raw fear in Orihime screaming for him. That is
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite fights. But
It's
as for
intense.
like, but I'll also say a most memorable fight I have is just Ichigo going Bankai for the first time fighting against Byakuya.
Oh yeah.
That
That's like iconic.
fight, it's just oh yeah, I can block your sword attacks, no problem. What are you talking about? And just speed blitzing somebody who's supposed to be the fastest of all the captains.
Yeah,
The ninja. Do you have a favorite and or most memorable fight in the series?
Ichigo versus Kenpachi.
That is
Oh
pretty good.
yeah.
Yes,
That is good. I like that one. I love Kenny.
he is a good character.
Agree.
Any others?
Not really.
Sith Scott. Favorite memorable fight?
Alrighty, so I have a few. I'll talk first
Oh.
about one of the most memorable fights that probably one of the ones that I really enjoy is when we have Uryu and Ichigo doing their Hollow War fight, basically, when Uryu actually challenges Ichigo to a match because he wants to see who can actually kill the most Hollows. And Ichigo's over here like, don't you dare summon those things to here. We have people we don't want to die.
Yeah.
And Uryu's like, don't worry, I can kill all of them myself. And plot twist, no, he can't. He's a liar.
Right? It's arrogant.
So we see a lot of fights that happen in here, and one of my favorite ones is Sato, or I guess Chad, meets up and actually protects Ichigo's sister because they're both in the middle of a hollow attack.
Yeah, that was great.
And Chad can't see the hollow yet, and so he has to follow Karin's instructions the whole time. And it's just funny how often the hollow keeps like, oh, he can't see me, but holy crap, his power is strong.
Yeah.
He can see a vague outline at some point during the fight.
Yeah.
So we also have a fight very similar to that with the whole bird and Rukia with him.
Yeah, where Rukia can see the hollow and Chad can't, so he just picks up a light post and he's like, I got it now. They're like, why do you just pick up a light post? Because I can't jump that high, so I just thought I'd get a thing to hit him with.
That's freaking awesome. That is so great.
So I really love just like some of those moments because it also explains like one of the reasons why like he does like all this protection stuff is he does have this big backstory where he wanted to do a whole like he was a lot more aggressive as a kid because he was the bigger kid on like the playground. And so he used his power for his advantage until like his abuelo told him that was a bad idea and that he should never actually throw a punch on anybody. So he took that very literally a lot. And he stopped throwing punches until Ichigo saw him getting hit. And then Ichigo started getting hit. He's like, I have a plan. How about I fight for you and you fight for me, so therefore you're not fighting for yourself. And then that actually let Chad start fighting for people again because now he doesn't see his fists as something to fight with, but something to protect with.
Yeah,
and
a beautiful moment in their friendship.
It's a great moment, and we get to see that as like his, and he does that motivation throughout the entire series of why he joins Ichigo in like every arc isn't because he's actually like believes in what Ichigo is fighting for. It's just he believes that Ichigo believes in that, and that's all enough for him. So he basically goes to the front lines of every single arc because Ichigo's there.
Yep, love it.
As for one of my favorite fights, I actually really love a lot of the Soul Society fights, like in the early Soul Society. And so I really loved when Ichigo first uses his Bankai for the first time against Byakuya.
Yeah.
It really is a great fight.
It is a great fight, and just like the moment before is also amazing when like they're about to actually kill Rukia and he just shows up with his Shikai and he's just like, yeah, how come you can't get yourself off this thing? And he just totally solos all the lieutenants without his Zanpakuto, and it's just like, holy crap, he is now OP.
Literally crushes Squad 2's Omaida's Shikai with his bare hands.
Yeah. And then we get to see the moment where he does Bankai with Byakuya, and it's just like, yeah, this is my protagonist right now. This is the main character. I am here for it.
Since we both used that fight, don't forget when his hollow takes over for a brief moment.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of that fight, how insane he goes and just ripping that mask off his face. No, I don't want you to intervene.
This is my fight. Screw inner demon me. Yeah, so those are my main two. And it's one of the things, like, one of my big things with Bleach is I always, like, at least every year watch the first, like, 3 seasons, like, up from the beginning up to the end of the Soul Society arc. Just because it has a lot of my favorite moments.
Yeah. It's a comfort anime.
It is.
Alright, Captain of Squad 4. What's your favorite fight? Most memorable?
It's gonna have to be, shocker, Aizen.
No!
and Ichigo, like the end one.
Okay,
Basically,
not the one where he blocks him with a finger and cuts off his theme song.
I know that's okay. That's my most memorable one.
Oh no!
But my favorite one, yeah, is at the end, like when he's all like butterflied out or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know what the name of it is
Yeah,
called, but
I think the fan name for it is Butterfly Eisen.
okay, good. Well, when he's butterfly Aizen, and it ends up like Ichigo cuts him, like he ends up being able to cut him, and just the fact of like how the tides have turned, like all of a sudden you see Ichigo like cool and collected and calm and repeating some of the things that Aizen has said before right back in his face. And you could see Aizen losing it and just like his cool facade just being stripped away. And basically the ultimate control freak losing control it was pretty freaking, it was amazing how he
It
turned it around.
it
And it
is
was,
fascinating in the series where you see that calm, collected character just snap.
yeah,
Just
yeah. And he's yelling and like, oh
just
my,
watch that tension
Yeah.
break.
it was, yeah, it was definitely my favorite. Just how it switched, the roles switched so bad. I was like, yeah, that's what you get. I love Eisen, but that's what you get.
All right. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to contribute to the talk about the series? Do you want to what makes the what makes Bleach memorable to you? Like I mentioned my favorite line being an older sibling. What is just a quote or just something that happened in the series that to this day you still think about? The ninja.
Uh,
I think we're having technical difficulties on his hand.
Yeah, it definitely sounds that way.
That's no fun. Technical
hold
difficulties.
stuffed animals.
What was
What?
that?
Uh, Uryu
Sound like
being complete opposite of how he likes to portray himself, like when he shows up to class early just to start sewing stuffed animals.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The real duality to his character that he's more than what he seems.
Yeah.
Acts all big and tough, but he's a softy at heart who likes to sew.
Sewing's fun.
He made a dress for Rukia.
Yes, he did.
Scott, do you have anything in the series? A line, a quote, something that just happened that still resonates with you to this day?
I think one of the biggest things that resonates me from Bleach is its music.
Yes!
There is a lot of just fantastic music in this series, and it's one of the biggest reasons to watch the anime over the manga is the music.
Absolutely.
There is so much good music. You have Ichigo's theme songs, you have theme songs that happen with all the other characters. You get to have really good opening theme songs and ending theme songs when it
Oh,
comes to the
yes.
anime. Like I think of like all of them, like half of the entire like original series opening and ending theme songs are like in my playlist when it comes to anime playlists because they are like the most memorable ones of all time.
They
And
almost never miss.
they
Yeah.
don't. And it
It's
was I
freaking
think the
fire.
second opening that made me actually start learning Japanese just so I could sing with it because it was that just that amazing to me.
I agree completely with that.
They have some great music. In fact, there are people who have never seen a single episode of Bleach, but if you play one song for them, they will recognize it. And
Yeah.
that's because to this day, they will use the sound that they play whenever there's a big mystery happening in Bleach. There's something very suspenseful happening in the series. And they will people will put that on top of shorts, TikToks, reels, all that stuff. They'll use that audio, not knowing what it's from, but it is
Yeah.
just that iconic of a sound.
Yep.
You see, my favorite one of the songs they do is Scandal Shoujo S.
That is such a good one.
Yeah.
Did you know they also have one of their songs in an episode of Naruto?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think it's Haruna Kaze.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, but one of my favorite ones is Rolling Star by Yoi.
Yes.
I mean, first opening for she's the first opening for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as well.
Yeah.
She is very talented.
Yeah, so the song that I learned Japanese or tried to learn Japanese, I don't actually know Japanese, but I know like the lyrics of this song is Die Techno Life Overworld.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Another good one is I think it's actually an ending. Ichi no Hana,
Mm.
the one where they start screaming metal at the end of it.
Yes.
I love that one. I think it's actually about fireworks
Mm.
or flowers. I forget which.
We're getting off
So yes, we are, but we were still technically on track talking about the music. So Soraichi, same question for you. A moment, just something in Bleach that still resonates with you. Any moment, a quote, just a photo, a character, whatever.
Well, I mean, you have to. Eisen has a lot of good quotes. He really does, and I really like about him. He's usually in anime. The antagonist has like a really sad backstory, and so Eisen, he doesn't have that backstory. He's just straight up cold and has a desire to surpass everybody, and people still love him, and I just find that fascinating. And
So,
I love
as,
a lot of his quotes.
as people can probably tell, when I will be going to favorite characters, her favorite character transcends favorite character into one of her most memorable things about the series in general.
Oh yeah.
So, going on to that, I will give you guys up to 3 favorite and least favorite characters. You
Oh,
can
we
do
get
1, you can do
least
2, you can do
favorite.
3.
Dang.
Yes, you get least favorite as well. You get favorite
Oh,
and
good.
least favorite. And if you do have a fourth that's really close to the third on any of them, I will grant you 1 honorable mention.
Okay.
But
Cool.
that's got to be like you can't choose between 2 characters at the bottom. So, personally, my favorite characters, I like Toshiro.
He's a great one.
I
Yeah.
love the short-tempered guy in the TV series. The short guy that gets really upset about his age or his height, but the prodigal genius character.
I know
Yeah.
Like,
one of the anime we got to talk about is going to be Full Metal.
oh yeah, it's Full
Yeah.
Metal. I don't typically like the main protagonist, but Edward. It's just like I also another one that's like that is Neji. He's not
Yes.
short, but he is that prodigal genius character, and I always love those characters because
Yeah.
eventually they have to work for it,
Yeah.
and I love watching their growth and development. Even Frieza fascinates me
Reese is a fun
because
character.
So
horrible character, but it gets there.
Yeah.
on
Another
that
character,
Edward comment,
yes.
this person, Edward, big
Oh God.
No!
You
Get
had to
back,
have that,
ye
didn't you?
demon!
yes,
Number 2, I'm gonna give it to Ukiura.
Ooh.
Yay.
I love my green bat boy.
Yay.
It just his personality, watching his character shift as he gets to know Orihime. his struggle to understand anything, total embodiment of nihilism. Just quote to Orihime, "What is a heart? If I cut you open, will I see it?"
Yeah.
It's just because he's talking about the spiritual heart, the ability to care, compassion. He's not talking about physical.
Right.
And I honestly, I am struggling for a third because there are so many great
There's a
characters.
ton of good
Right.
ones.
There really is. And honestly, I'm going to give it to the captain of Squad 4,
Yay!
Rietsu Unohana,
Yeah.
or Yachiru Unohana.
Oh, spoilers. No.
Spoilers.
Hey, we're spoilers here.
Spoilers. Because I also always love the quiet character that you just know they're powerful. You just give the character a look and they're terrified. The way she put Ichigo in his place with a single stare.
Yeah.
And even Aizen was kind of afraid of her in a way, like,
And he didn't know her full story.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the fact that even under his hypnosis, she was able to detect
Yeah.
that cadaver
Tire.
wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, dang.
Just the complete and total skill and knowledge, the power, the strength, all around 10 out of 10 great character.
I don't know.
Especially for
Agreed.
Find out.
especially for a female character in a shonen.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
times those are complete and total misses.
Yeah.
If I do,
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah. I mean,
Least
that's
favorite characters?
not
What do you
really.
guys say, Scott?
I said that's one of the big lures of Bleach is it actually has a pretty decent female cast.
Yeah.
It does. It's hit and miss with some of them, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Matsumoto,
Yeah.
Renkiku. She's
Oh, I
she,
love her.
at first she was just kind of the she was the Soul Reaper big titty lady.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
She was fan service.
Yeah.
Have one there.
Drunk, having fun, lazy character.
Yep.
But then
Yeah.
as the series progresses, you see her depth, her emotional depth, her struggle with Geen, who is my honorable mention.
Yay.
Gotta love
love
the
Geen.
Silver Fox boy.
Yeah.
Very
Mhm.
very complex character. But as for least favorite characters, Sarai's gonna hate this, but Aizen, I hate a
I know.
manipulator.
I knew it was coming.
I
knew it was-
hate a manipulator, and that is his whole character. And you cannot convince me otherwise. Because that is what he did. That is where Ichigo got to where he was, because Aizen manipulated every step of the way.
Yep.
And it's just not for me.
Yeah,
Number
that's fair.
2, I'm giving it to Soifon. She's just annoying. Annoying. Annoying is not there is not enough words for how annoying and how much she annoys me.
Same.
Her Bankai is actually really cool, but I'm an assassin. I can't use a bazooka.
She drives me crazy.
She, in theory, great character. In execution, however, we didn't need a second character gushing over another character. We already
Yeah.
had that with Orihime and Ichigo. We didn't need another one that's so jealous that she would stalk the character's best friend.
Yeah, it just got weird. Yeah. I did not like her.
As for number 3, I mean, what's his name? Is it Tsukishima?
Wait,
Which one?
isn't he? Oh, that's Fullbringer. You
Yeah, the
you
Fullbringer.
all the ones I love.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The one who
So
rewrites
mean.
people's memories.
Yep.
Mhm. The book at the end.
Yeah. What? How do you say his name again?
Tsukishima, I think. I think you're right.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, manipulator. completely, but he literally to the point where he changes your memory and perspective and makes you believe you've always been friends with this guy.
I
Yep.
forgot about him. I thought he was part of the Blood War, and we weren't allowed to include him.
Nope,
No,
he's
he's
in the
Fullbringer.
Fullbringer. Yep.
Well, now I need to change my.
He is in the Blood War. He is in the Blood War, in fact. But he was the he was the perceived main protagonist in the Fullbring arc.
Yeah. He wasn't the actual one though.
Oh, sorry, I said protagonist. I meant antagonist.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a classic. I don't like manipulators, and this guy manipulated so much. He manipulated Ichigo's family. I think that was his cousin.
Yeah, it was. It's one of the most like depressing arcs for Ichigo when like literally his entire friend and family group are going against him and trying to make him think he's going crazy.
Yeah,
Except for his
that
actual
I did not
cousin.
like.
Uryu did not. Uryu stuck by him.
But that's
Yeah,
also
because he
because
wasn't attacked.
Uryu attacked him first.
Yeah. All right, so that is my list of characters. The ninja. Do you have characters you want to name?
Pass on me for now. I gotta get something done real quick.
Okay.
I will follow back to you after Shiraichi is done. Scott?
Scott goes next.
Alrighty, yeah. So number one, this probably isn't that big of a surprise, but it's Chad.
Yeah.
Oh no, he had no idea.
Really?
I love Sato. Okay. Whenever, like,
Yay.
one of my favorite, like, archetypes of characters is always going to be, like, the kind of pure boy kind of person. Like, the one who doesn't necessarily
Reluctantly
belong.
strong.
Yeah, the one who generally isn't, like, the one that belongs in most of the group, but is there and just wants to be helpful or the defensive one. And Chad fits in that box. A lot of what he does is because Ichigo is there. And even whenever like anybody asks, like, "Is this worth it?" He's like, "I don't know if it's worth it, but Ichigo thinks it is, so therefore it is."
The loyalty.
The true best friend.
Yeah, he is literally the ride or die guy, and he constantly dies, and that's kind of one of the issues with Chad at near the end.
Let's clarify. He doesn't actually die.
Right.
It's just a sad trend, especially because they do give Chad a lot of power ups in the middle of fights. But he'll basically win. He'll basically be the one that can be like the weakest of their like next big obstacle of group. And then as soon as he meets anyone else in that obstacle group, he just instantly is KO'd. Like he gets a big shining moment for a full like 3 seconds before the next one shows up and just one shots him. And it's just like, oh.
That's not right.
I love that in an anime where everybody is speaking Japanese, his abilities are in Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah.
The arm of Diablo.
Yeah, he's got the devil. He's got. Isn't one of his attacks literally the death?
Yep. El Derecho.
And he sits there and punches the wall. Boom! There's a skull behind the enemy.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yeah, Chad is great, and his moveset is also just really fun, which basically just being like in the first half of the Bleach, and the original anime, he basically just has one arm that is just like a one shot whatever that also turns into a shield kind of a thing, and then in the second half you realize that he's been only using the arm that's a shield, and that he has another arm that is literally just one that is nothing but power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he basically was nerfed the first half of the series because of that. So he's been only using the defensive ability arm.
I don't know if that was an accident for him either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Given the choice, even if he knew the other arm was power, he'd still probably use the defense.
He would.
Because they weren't going into the Soul Society fighting enemies. It was a rescue mission.
Yes.
There was no intent to kill.
He was there to get Rukia and Dip.
Yeah.
He got super close until he met like the second captain. So
until they got to Las Noches and Waco Mundo.
Yeah.
It was that was when the intent was to kill.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't they took Rukia, somebody I barely know,
Yeah.
Oh, they took my friend.
Now it got personal.
And that is just true to Chad's character.
Yeah.
He is
So
ride or die friend.
yeah, he is the ride or die, and he will absolutely like if you want someone to basically you trust to try to like do something for you, it is Chad.
Yeah, exactly.
He will be there through thick and thin, through whatever problems
I
arise.
still remember Ichigo just talking about his friends and the fighting. It's just like, no, I'm not worried about them. There's one friend especially. I'm worried about anybody who runs into Chad.
I'm just worried about who
Yeah.
runs into him. But that also makes it so sad when like Ichigo does notice that Chad loses a fight because he is just so heartbroken.
Yeah. It's a great moment for their friendship though.
Yeah. Because they have
right.
total confidence in each other. Anyways, but yeah, I don't want to talk. I mean, I could talk about Chad all day long, but I should probably get to the other characters in my list.
Maybe just a little bit.
He was silent.
Alrighty, so the second one is also similar to Mystic Vegito here. It would be Hitsugaya Toshiro. I also really enjoy Toshiro Hitsugaya because he's the guy who literally was the only one who kind of thought that something was happening between the court guard squad when Aizen was doing.
The wrong guy, though.
He did. He had all of these things, and he had one suspect that he was for sure thought it was because Geen has just the most.
One thing like hasn't like
most suspective face. Like if there's someone you thought would be evil, it's Geen because he absolutely looks like the guy who would be evil. Hitsuga, yeah, and Toshiro totally thought that it was Geen because of that. So,
but in all fairness, he was only half wrong.
Yeah, Geen was still part of Aizen's crew. It's just he didn't realize that Geen was also the one who is going to double cross Aizen at the very end.
Right.
Yes, but it was definitely that part of Aizen's plan was to throw off the one person he thought would suspect him by making Geen seem like the most likely suspect. It was set up. You could, if you watch back at it, you can see that he set Geen up.
He did. He absolutely did. And Geen just reveled in it.
And then Aizen turns around and sets Toshiro up against his own best friend.
Yeah. It's sad to, like the whole like him manipulating Hitsugaya is kind of sad, but it also just shows you just how skeptic Hitsugaya is, even though he is like one of the strongest in the court guard squad. But
even though he never wins a fight.
He never wins a fight.
Poor guy.
That's another one of the genius trope.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference between Edward and Neji and Hitsugaya.
Yeah.
Is Neji, he didn't win this fight. He got help.
Yeah.
Hitsugaya, he always ends up getting help in the end.
Yep.
Except for his we're not getting into it, but the second half of Bleach, it's just he'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hitsugaya gets his moments, but he also has like really cool abilities with his Zanpakuto, having the one of the ice Zanpakuto, because there's another ice Zanpakuto, which also ironically transitions to my third favorite character, which is Rukia.
Okay.
Hey, I'm seeing a theme here. Do you like the ice powers?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Because Hitsugaya has like the ice Zanpakuto, and then you have the absolute ice Zanpakuto, which is Rukia.
You're going with the most deadly and the most beautiful.
Yeah, but I think my favorite thing about
to go.
Rukia is just her relationship with Ichigo is just so like great. Because
I want to add some preference to that though.
Yeah.
The anime did sprinkle in scenes to make it seem like Ichigo and Rukia's relationship was more than a sibling.
Yeah, no. They definitely did.
And it wasn't. Yeah.
But
no, it was never more than brother and sister.
It's not about like I don't care too much about the relationship stuff in there. Like my biggest thing about what I mean with the relationship is just Rukia is one of the people who will keep Ichigo to his word. And anytime he makes a promise, she is absolutely going to beat the crap out of him if he doesn't fulfill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Even if she won't fulfill her own.
Yeah, even if she doesn't fulfill her own promises, she'll make sure Ichigo fulfills his.
Yep. That's my
So
girl.
I really enjoy like the chemistry that they have and just basically their mentor and student relationship and
Yeah.
how it has helped Ichigo grow. And honestly, there are ways that Ichigo needs it because he also like his whole I don't want to really do any of this crap does make sense, but also Rukia is on the side of there's a lot of crap going on and we need people who are powerful to do crap. So therefore, I need you to do your promise. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
we're going to lose a lot of crap in the world.
Wasn't there a moment in the anime where Ichigo's completely down, bad, completely up? Oh yeah, Arrancar arc.
Yeah.
After he loses to Ukiura and Yami,
Yep.
where she just shows up and like, no, get out here, we're doing this shit.
Yeah.
We are going to get your one training day. You're going to get all your frustrations out through your Zanpakuto, and you're going to like it.
Get the stuff on top of the thing, and
She keeps it moving.
Yeah, so I really enjoy just that dynamic that they have. I do wish that we got a little bit more with like Renji and Rukia because I do think that they have a really good actual relationship too. But I feel
Yeah.
like we always
It
get
was
bits
solid.
and pieces of it rather than letting us see a lot more of how it would work. Because as
In all
soon
fairness,
as
Renji is a tertiary character while Rukia is a
take
secondary.
that in.
yeah, because basically whenever Ichigo gets involved in something, it turns into the relationship dynamic of Rukia and Ichigo, and then Ichigo and Renji.
Yeah.
Because Ichigo has a lot of good dynamics with a lot of the cast, and they like to play that up a
does.
lot. And I don't blame them for that because Ichigo has a really fun dynamic with Renji because they're both rivals but also not rivals. That's kind of a lot of some of the characters is they do want to I want to be stronger than Ichigo because Ichigo is just a powerhouse. And
Yeah.
so they will constantly better themselves to reach up to his level. And Renji is one of those people. Uryu is another one of those people who wants to get better than Ichigo. And so they both
Yeah.
will basically not really antagonize him, but they will basically try to show off to him.
It's
Just-
one of those good rivalries, like later
Yeah.
in Dragon Ball Z with Vegeta and Goku, like in Super,
Yeah.
where they do push each other to go harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Least favorite characters?
Alrighty. So my least favorite character would probably be Tsukishima, actually. But I don't like him because of all the things that he's okay doing to further their goal. Because he absolutely just messes up people a lot.
Yeah.
Aizen at least his end goal is usually to kill people. It's not to mess them up internally entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, just you said your favorite character is Chad, and he literally messed with Ichigo and Chad's dynamic.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely hated that. That was one of the
Yeah.
worst things was having to deal with Chad being on Tsukishima's side with Orihime and being like, no, this is
yeah,
the
that
worst
was
thing
bad.
ever. So have Ichigo basically put himself into a corner and then worried that Uryu was also in that same corner until Uryu showed up and was like, yeah, no, actually, those guys are punks.
Yeah. That's fair.
That was one of the most reveling moments in the Fullbringer arc when Ryu gets better and is just like, yeah, no, these guys are punks. I'm after them too. Because every other person in his life at that moment was under control of Tsukishima and just everyone thinking that he was actually a part of Ichigo's crew when he wasn't.
Yeah.
That's another good rivalry is Uryu with Ichigo.
Yeah. 100% agree with that. And it did
Yeah.
start on a more negative thing of Uryu basically wanting to show off because he thought Soul Reapers are basically less than useless.
Yeah.
You think Soul Reapers are great, but they don't actually do anything but show up after people are dead. No. I want to show you actually how to save people by my own power. And then Uryu needs to be saved by Ichigo because he's probably get a little bit too much on his own high horse at that point.
Oh yeah, he was very arrogant in the beginning.
Happens a lot.
It does. But he does, yeah, but Uryu does get better, but he also still has some of his own complications when it comes to his own, like, solo complex, because he wants to always do everything himself because he's, like, in his mind, the last Quincy.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm gonna try looking up
exactly.
a shop real quick.
Yeah, so that's one of my
I was
favorite,
trying to find it.
well, I guess least favorite reasons. One of my least favorite characters is Tsukushima because he just messes up with everybody's dynamics, and it just makes you just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the reasons why I think so many people dislike the Fullbringer arc is because a lot of the Fullbringer arc shows us the dynamics that we dislike of Bleach.
Yes. Yes. Okay, that
That
makes
is a
sense.
good point.
I
Yeah.
hated it.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody else?
Not really. Like, I mean, I don't like Aizen that much, but I don't necessarily dislike him as much. I think he's also really a fascinating character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just Tsukushima I don't find as fascinating because he's just a butt.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
All right, Squad 4 Lieutenant, you're up.
Okay. Oh, I got demoted?
What did you notice?
Like, wait. Rude. No.
What's
My
wrong with you?
favorite. I bet you can't guess. No, it's Isaac.
Chad.
Oh,
No,
not Chad.
Isaac is a very fascinating character. He really is. The way he can get into people's minds, the way, his super high intelligence and experimentations that he was willing to do. It's just fascinating to me. And my other one is Mayuri. He kind of is portrayed as like a villainous kind of person at first, but
He is gray at best.
yeah, he's not
He, he
good.
he's he's chaotic good.
Yeah, definitely maybe chaotic neutral even. I don't know, but I don't think
He still fights on the side of good.
Yeah.
That is the only
he's
reason
not,
I'm aligning him with good.
yeah, he's not doing it for evil purposes. He just wants to further his knowledge.
Sometimes.
Yeah. It's for the sake of knowledge.
Purposely stopping the Soul Reapers from saving Uryu's grandfather
Yeah.
so he could experiment on him and study the Quincy's.
But that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
messed up.
It's all for knowledge. It's not for evil, it's for knowledge.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's not for evil.
Well, I guess
I
it
can
But no,
depends
I
say-
get
on
what you're
look at it.
saying.
Uryu thought it was
Yeah,
evil that day.
That's why I said he's gray at best.
Yeah, definitely. And I was gonna say Okiura, but you said but it's like a toss between Okiura and Kisuke. 'Cause I like
All right, well,
Kisuke.
I'll let you have Ukiura as honorable mention. Let's hear what you like about Kisuke. Let's see the third genius in the trifecta of intelligent rivals.
Because he's super smart. He's a genius, and he fights for good. Like he has all this intelligence, and yet he still chooses to do the right things. And I think that's well for the
The
most part.
the pure difference in each of your characters, not just in intelligence. You've got literally you've got by all means. You've got the ends justify the means, and then you've got I ain't touching that, but I know the means.
Yeah, I like a variety.
Is it really variety when they're all just super intelligent characters?
I like intelligent characters.
Couldn't tell. All right, let's get your honorable mention. That's just because he's
No.
sexy.
Oh, the Bat Boy. I love the Bat Boy. He's so sweet. I don't know. I think he's sweet, but that's just me. And his
I
power.
mean, he gets sweeter towards the end when he becomes human. He dies as he becomes human.
Yeah. And the character
It's
growth.
literally that.
He's just I like his power. The Murcielago or whatever.
Let's hear why you hate Soifon.
She's freaking annoying. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. But the one I hate even more is Noitora. I don't
Oh,
know how to say it.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I
Just, just,
hate him so
you
much.
know what that just reminded me of? You forgot the fourth hyper intelligent character,
Who?
Stylopera.
that's true.
Oh, yeah. He just doesn't stick with me like the others do, you know?
That's fair.
I don't know, but Noitora, ugh, he's this misogynistic pig, and he just,
I hate what he did to Nell.
Yeah, no,
yes, I
definitely sucks.
definitely can't stand him. And I don't like Soy Fong's lieutenant or whatever, that stupid guy,
Oimata.
Oh
the rich
yeah,
guy
I
that
totally
didn't want to
forgot
do
about
anything.
him.
I
I
want to
mentioned
forget about
him.
him.
I mentioned him earlier. He
Oh,
was
you
the
did.
one who he is the one who Ichigo literally crushed his Shikai with his bare hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't like him at all. But Noitor is my
It,
number one hated.
it, it Oimata's definitely he got there with money.
Yeah.
Yep, he did, and it's pisses me off.
Yeah.
All right, so back to you, Ninja. You got an answer for us?
Yeah, favorite characters would be Gin,
Yeah.
Toshiro,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
and Rukia.
Rukia.
All
Nice.
solid picks.
Mhm.
I feel
Those
like
are
we
good.
all have something in common with most of our characters, except for Aizen. Well, and least favorite characters?
Orihime,
Ouch.
That's fair. That would probably be for the
Wow.
same reason that I hate Soifon.
Well, because Orihime's not annoying, is she?
In the anime,
In the anime, she's more annoying than in the manga. They add
they
when
amped
they
it up.
add more scenes with Orihime, it's always to make her more annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Orihime was actually fairly intelligent in the manga.
Yep.
Yeah. They should have kept it that way.
They probably should have, but I'm
Uh,
sure some of the producers of the anime had their favorite ship. It was not Orihime.
yeah. So would you like to explain to us what you don't like about her?
super ditzy character, big annoying.
Yeah. That goes back to what was it? Shirley, I said I didn't like in the first episode.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
In Kogias?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fair.
Uh,
That's fair.
Yeah.
no, I can see why. A lot of people don't like Orihime, especially because of the anime.
Yep.
I like her.
Anybody else you want to list?
uh, no, because the other one gets controversial, and I know you like that captain.
Ooh, now I
Oh,
want to know.
Gunsui?
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, I like
Mm,
him.
No, I can let people like or hate what I like or hate. Uh,
Yeah.
what don't you like about him?
Again, personality.
Mm.
He's varying the personality with his characters.
Gotcha.
And Sensei is kind of lazy and meh. I like him, but I can see it.
I mean, it takes up until Blood War before he finally starts getting his act together.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
There's
right,
not a whole lot of
so
character growth.
now that we've discussed our favorite characters, do you guys would you guys recommend this to newer anime watchers?
So,
What's that?
uh,
I,
I was talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
I talked to
Okay,
myself a
fine.
lot.
So, like I was saying, we discussed our favorite characters. Would you guys recommend this series to newer anime watchers? And why? Obviously, I'm going to state right now, when we say newer anime watchers, we do not mean children. This anime itself
No.
is in fact rated T for teen. This
No.
is not one of those, well, my baby's first anime.
No.
You want that? Go watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Pokemon.
anime that my mom got mad at me for watching because it actually swears out sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely not for younger audiences, but like I'd even say 12-year-olds can watch it just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as the parents there watching it with them. Even if you do want your child to watch it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should always
But
do.
yes, you should always if your child's going to watch any TV series, you should watch a bit of it yourself first.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is coming from a parent. So, what do you guys think? Ninja, would you recommend this to newer anime watchers?
Yes,
All
it's
right.
fun to watch.
It is.
Amen.
Great fights, lots of suspense. Uh, Honestly, like clearly, I would. It's my favorite.
No, never would have thought.
All right, Scott. What about you? Would you recommend it to newer anime watchers?
It's a complicated question or answer for me because on one hand, I do think at least like the first 3-4 seasons are one of the absolute peaks of anime.
You said four. Four is bound.
Bound Arc is okay, but it gets overhated, honestly.
I just too much. I don't like how the filler just erases Ichigo's Bankai.
Yeah, so a lot of the issue that comes from the anime, I think, is how it deals with filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it a little harder for me to recommend because once you like get past and actually get started with the Orankar arc, there's a lot of awkward moments where fillers will just randomly happen. You'll be in the middle of a fight, and then a new arc will just randomly start in the middle of that fight. And
All right.
it can be a problem if you're someone who wants to actually, finish the fight that you're actually watching. When you have another 5-episode arc that just randomly hits you, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go back to the Soul Society and figure out what's happening with the 5th seat of the captain of the Court Guard squad. It's like, yeah, but what about Aizen? There's a whole thing going with Aizen right now, and it's like, yeah, no, we'll get there eventually. And it's just like, I want to know what happens to Aizen.
That's why I don't like filler.
With that in mind, perfectly valid point. To that effect, would you recommend the manga instead?
Oh, absolutely. The manga is amazing.
Mhm.
Kubo, like the artist for Bleach, is great with his dynamics in terms of like how he fleshes out like sword scenes and fight scenes. Like he does really good job of painting the scenery when it comes to the fights. I
The
think
backgrounds are amazing.
Yes.
Even the light novels are great too.
Yeah,
They are.
So if you're someone who if you're looking into Bleach, I just 100% recommend the manga. But at the same time, I would say you might want to watch the first 2 seasons at least of the anime,
And
just
skip the
so
I
you can see
I want to
some
put
of
a
that.
caveat on that. I said 12-year-olds for the anime. The manga is more graphic. I would put that at the 14.
Yeah, that's fair. 14.
You've got characters in the anime and manga differences where one's literally missing an arm. You
Yeah,
got people's body parts getting chopped off. You got a kid with her face caved in.
yeah. There's a
That's
bit
literally
more
chapter
of horror supernatural elements in the manga.
Yes. But yeah, great work, great art. Little Easter eggs in the art that actually hint towards things later in the series
Yep.
where you just never thought about it.
Yep.
But if you go back and look, it was always there.
Yep.
He is great at building.
Yeah, so I absolutely think that it's definitely one to read. I do think that you do still want to watch some bits of the anime, especially because the music is so fantastic. And
Mhm.
one of the reasons why
In
I'd
all
say you
fairness,
want to
skip filler.
watch the anime is just so that you can see the music, so that when you see the fight scene, like when you read the manga, get to the fight scenes, you can kind of hear the music as you're reading it because it fits
Yeah.
super well. And
You can always, if it's a filler scene that you want, that you want to see the filler episodes, but you don't want
yeah,
to cut through, skip some episodes ahead, finish what you're watching, and go back and watch that filler if you really want
yeah.
to see it.
So the fun story for me is Bleach was the first time where I was watching an anime that I just got so fed up with the filler that I actually bought the manga.
That's funny. Yeah,
So I was
fillers
spending a
and
lot of my high school year just buying and reading the actual manga because I got so fed up of like, when is the Aizen fight gonna finally happen? Because there's so much filler going on in between like the Urankar arc and the actual Aizen fight, and it
yep.
was
I
so
remember that.
annoying for me because I was
I remember.
watching like as the series was actually like happening, so I couldn't skip anything. I was just like, oh no, I have another week where nothing happens.
Another couple
In all
weeks.
fairness, Scott, same boat.
And I love
I
I love
actually,
Bleach so much that I was just like, I can't handle this anymore. Especially when you already hear that like the manga's almost done, and it's just like, so there's more things that happen after Aizen, and I know that, which means there's like the actual manga you can actually adapt right now. You don't have to keep doing this filler crap, but they're in the middle of an arc of filler, so they can't
Oh
necessarily
my
just
god.
stop it.
but in all fairness, that Zanpakuto arc is really good.
Yeah, the Zanpakuto
Yeah.
Rebellion arc is fantastic. It's just it's mired with a lot of random filler after and before that arc.
And about that, like I I spoke to somebody years later who was talking about Bleach and was like, "Oh yeah, the ending for Bleach was amazing," and this was literally before the manga was done. And like, what are you talking about? The fight with Ichigo and Aizen. Like, that's not the end of Bleach.
There's
The series was put
more.
on hold. Technically, the series was canceled at the time, but there
Yeah.
was another season after that fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But that's just my caveat. Is like, yes, I would recommend this anime, but also I would also recommend the manga like 100 times more.
Little flavor that they put in there because Ichigo also means strawberry,
Yeah,
and there
that's
are
Yes.
what
just
I was gonna say.
that the little thing with Keigo and Ichigo when the first see them in the manga, the first panel you see them together where he's charging at Ichigo and he's screaming strawberry.
Yes.
Yeah. Or
Strawberry.
there's so many scenes where you see people talking to Ichigo and it's like Ichigo, oh that's a cute name. And if you're watching it, honestly, if you don't know much about Japanese culture and names and stuff like that, didn't know that his name can also mean strawberry,
Yep.
the joke would go over your head. Like there's scenes in the anime that don't translate well from Japanese to English, where what Ganju calls Uryu instead of Ishida,
Yeah.
and he just goes off and said, "Who told you you could call me by my first name?"
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Saraichi, same question to you. Would you recommend this to newer anime or manga audiences?
Well, yeah, I definitely would. Um, I would say not most of the filler, but that's me personally. I just, it's a personal thing. It kind
The
of
great
weighs it down.
the great thing about OG Bleach is the series is done.
Yeah, you
You
can
don't want
skip
to watch a
now.
filler. You don't want to watch a filler. You don't gotta.
Yeah, and I didn't. So I don't know.
I know. You would ask me, and I would tell you when you were watching it a couple years back.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what's the filler so I can avoid it.
And
Now the
admit it,
Zanpakuto
you're
one,
glad I got you into it.
oh, I'm definitely, yeah, definitely glad. Once I saw a picture of Eisen or I saw like a little quote or something of him talking, I was like, oh, I want to watch this. I need to watch this. But yeah, and for the music, holy crap, the music. I mean, there are songs where I can play a song if I'm in the worst mood possible. It's like I will be okay if I listen to that song. So it's got great music. The OST is
We
just
keep
fire.
going back to Bleach and its music, and we can't keep doing that without just mentioning the most iconic song in Bleach.
Is
And
that true?
honestly, it's got to be number one.
Number one. Yeah.
Probably.
And we're not saying it's the number one song. We're literally saying it's called number
The
one.
song called Number One.
Yeah.
you hear that guitar riff, and you know it's about to get serious.
Yep. Yeah. No.
If you've
Hearing
ever seen
number.
any of
Yeah, hearing number one after the like the first episode of Thousand Blood Year War was just like a comeback
Yes!
moment.
it's bad.
It gave me
Yes.
chills. I had chills. It's like, oh.
But it's just if you've seen any of the Bleach abridged series, because there's
Yes.
several
There
on
is.
YouTube. There is one from a few years back where Ichigo's just like, and I'm going to defeat you with epic gospel music in the background.
Yeah. And when
It
Aizen
is
stopped the freaking
Aizen
that
stops it
was
with his
song.
finger.
Yeah,
that
stop.
I still think to this day that hasn't been done in an anime where
No.
a villain stops the protagonist's theme song.
I know that was so badass. No, you had to admit that was freaking
Yes,
cool.
that is a very iconic moment.
Yeah.
But we're rambling on here. We're getting a little long in this episode, so I'm gonna get to the you.
The finale.
If you could have any power, any set of abilities, there are so many abilities in the series.
So many.
It is so vast that I will give you a character's set of abilities. There are Bankai, there's Shikai, there are Quincy abilities, what have you. I'll even let you use Thousand Year Blood War people's abilities, even though we weren't discussing
Ooh.
it. You can
Oh,
have
you opened that can of
anybody.
worms.
I did open that can of worms. You can
Oh
have
no.
anybody's abilities at all.
Mhm.
And I will start with honestly, I love how beautiful Zanban Sakura is. It is
Yes.
amazing. And I love Toshiro's ice dragon and the wings, the claws, the
It's
talons,
pretty.
all of that. But in my heart, I have always loved water. And while it is not really shown much of, we don't get to see full depth of it, the full depth, I am going to go with Kai and Shiba's Nejibana. I
Oh.
love tridents. I love water. Honestly, it is a beautiful Shikai. We don't see the Bankai. We never get to that. In
No.
fact, we don't even get to see him use it.
Mm-hmm.
Ananiro uses it.
It's sad.
And it is just honestly, it is a great fight too. So satisfying to see Rukia finally get her revenge.
Yes.
And that might be a factor for me.
Yeah.
But I love like Percy Jackson series. I would take Poseidon. I
Go for the Percy route.
I would. I mean, I love. I'm a bit of a what would you call it? Edge lord, I guess. I love dark, depressing, spooky things,
Me too.
but it probably leads to me liking Nejibana as well.
Yeah.
But just I've always loved water, and that is one of the best water powers in the series. You don't see very many of them in Bleach. Ninja. Pick a character, any character, their powers, why?
I would have to say Penny.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat that a little bit louder? You're a bit quiet on my end.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
I said Penny. I'm gonna cut the moon.
Oh,
Okay,
Gotta
okay.
yeah,
get the
yeah.
move.
You know what? Yeah, that he is strong, and his
Yeah.
power is it that beast form.
No, just as Zanpakuto, Do, which has
Yeah,
its power is cutting anything in half.
true. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good power.
Yeah.
Scott, I know it's a tough question for you, but
It
why are you
is.
picking Chad?
I was debating actually between two, and Chad was one of them. But the
Who's
one
the
that
other one?
eventually won out is Yoruichi.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yoruichi is extremely fast, and she has a flash type that can basically move her like 300 meters whenever she wants, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Do we get to see you in that cat form though?
And of course, that's like the second best thing about it is if I want to be a cat laying in the sun, I can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't just mean that cat form. I mean the thousand-year blood war
Oh, the
cat
God of
form.
Thunder cat form.
The God of Thunder.
Yes.
She was like
Sure.
talented.
I'll take that too. Why not?
That would be a little awkward seeing you in that position.
Maybe a little. But yeah, no,
No,
I'd
I can
absolutely
see
want
it.
to be a Yoruichi with a lot of speed and cat and also more speed. And also she's
And
really
cat.
powerful with keto, so that helps too. No, said cat.
She is a strong fighter that doesn't even use her Zanpakuto.
Yeah, no, she has one. She just like doesn't really forget. She doesn't really care about using it because her hand to
Doesn't need
hand
to.
and speed and keto are just so much
It,
more powerful in her own
it's
hands.
actually canon. She does not get along with her Zanpakuto.
Yeah, I can see
They do not like each other.
that.
That's funny.
All right, Soraichi. I know this is a difficult question for you, but I'm going to hazard a guess on three characters, okay?
Okay.
Aizen. Uh, I'm also going to say Orihime or Kisuke.
Ooh.
Okay. That's very scary, but those were the ones that I was debating through. Definitely.
Almost like you're my
Man,
best
not
friend or
even
something.
thinking about E.
About what?
Dean's got a good power, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
grower, not a shower.
true. Oh wait, there's a fourth option in there, as not.
Oh yeah, because you introduced. Yes, you knew, you knew, you knew, you knew, you knew. Oh my god. Well, I got
It's almost
myself
like you're my
dizzy over
best friend.
that.
No, never.
That's funny, but yes, but I'm sticking to the original. No Thousand Year Blood War. So as note is out, but it would probably. It depends on my mood, but it would probably be Aizen for the simple fact of his Reatsu is he can do all the Hado number 90. You know, the complete hypnosis, the manipulation of all five senses. I mean, come on. I could
No,
put myself. Hmm? What'd you say?
honestly, I'm surprised that one went out. I honestly thought it was gonna be Orihime.
Rahime? Yeah, I know. That
With your desire to live forever, and you're just how you want to heal everyone. You want to
yeah.
develop a medication to cure pretty much any illness. It
I
just
know. That
that one I thought that was gonna win out.
I know it really like if we're talking about in this world, like if I
Yes,
had to live in this
of
world.
course, it is this world. It's
Oh,
always
okay.
in this world.
Okay. I was thinking it in a Bleach world. Okay. Then
No,
it would
no, it's always in. Every time we discuss the hypothetical of what power you want, it's always living in our current world.
okay. Then yeah, I would have to be Orihime because that's more suited to me personally. Like I would do better with that. Me, if I had Heisen's power, I wouldn't know what the frick to do with it. I would just trance myself into not having thinking about bad things. I don't know. Couldn't I do that? Like, couldn't I go around helping people and like be like,
Tech,
oh,
yeah,
you don't have to have these traumas anymore. Like, I'm gonna hypnotize
or
you.
or uh, you could go around with Orihime's powers and fix physical ailments on people, get rid of cancer.
Yeah, that would be great.
Put your body back to the way it was before you got cancer.
You
Yay.
can unfuse your spine.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah.
Honestly, for
Orihime
you
wins.
personally, that might be the best power just to heal yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Heal myself, and then I can heal others.
And protect. She got that shield, though.
That does
Yeah.
help.
She can
Shield's
also
so
attack.
powerful. She can, but a shield's so powerful, even the king of the Quincy's can't break it.
Yeah.
It's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to open this up to everybody in general, not just picking and choosing through people. Any final words? Anything else you'd like to add about the series? Any comments? Anything at all?
They need more potatoes.
Always.
They always need more potatoes. 95% of anime needs more potatoes. The only one I say don't really need that is Attack on Titan.
Yes, that's for sure.
Or Food Wars. Food Wars has a good amount of potatoes.
I haven't seen Food Wars, so.
I guess I wish that the
but-
final Getsuga Tensho didn't mean like Mugetsu, right? It didn't mean he had to lose all his powers. Like I don't know.
Yeah, being able to see that multiple times would have been great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we've heard from the other two. Scott, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we wrap this up?
I think you should make sure that Chad is in every single episode going forward.
Yay.
With a speaking role.
With the speaking
Yeah.
role, yes.
with the original VA.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the English one has like 4 VAs,
Probably.
I know they
at
have
least 3.
at least
At least
okay,
three,
yeah.
yeah.
I know there's these two.
All right. Well, that concludes our episode. Thank you all for joining us in our discussion of Bleach.
Yay.
I'm going to just Ninja. Do you have any idea what our next episode's going to be? Can you give us a hint?
We're going back to high school.
Oh.
That could mean several things. That's exciting. So stay tuned for that, guys. And thanks
Yes.
again for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Yeah.
Arigato.